Well, first thing, I think what was interesting is that almost every panel and every topic touched on this issue of cybersecurity. I think there's a lot of talk about it, there's a lot of activity going around it, but the results are still yet to come in this region. But as far as our panel in itself was concerned, I think we had a distinguished panel. The questions were difficult, the topic is difficult to get around, and I think everybody kind of added a lot of different perspectives. I would have hoped that we had a gentleman from TELUS with us from Canada. I would have hoped that he would have had some more opportunity to share with us something outside of the region. But I think it was great overall. And my takeaway is that there's still a lot of work to be done. First portion, yes. The second portion, I think it will come. As I said during the panel, I think cybersecurity or security as a function within an enterprise today doesn't have its seat around the table yet. At least it varies depending on the country and the company. Over time, I think most CEOs think, well, it's a technical issue and it belongs to somebody else. But in fact, when something happens, they realize that they are the one on the hot seat. And this is, I think, an issue of maturity. It will come over time, I hope, some faster than the other. There are some CEOs here that have understood that and they're working hard on it, and some that haven't until something happens to them. Then that conversation becomes quite different. So I think it's coming. As far as 5G is concerned, as I said, I think the notions going around security are no different in 4G or 5G. 5G, the thing that it brings, which is completely, this is what's important, is that it touches on critical, mission critical services and applications. And therefore, it's important. You can't have this in the middle of an operation, it doesn't work anymore, or somebody jumps in. And secondly, the proliferation of these through the IoT, because the more services you have, the easier it is, the more you can extend outside. And then if you would run to try to catch up, trying to secure these things is very difficult. Therefore, the security has to be baked in from the very beginning. I think this is my favorite. I attend both here and in Dubai. I think it does good for the region to bring in people from the outside, and also specifically this session in Lebanon is good to kind of put Lebanon back on the map, because Dubai is constantly on the map. But I believe that the topics that are discussed, the way it's organized, one day, it's brilliant. And I think it allows people to talk to one another outside of necessarily a formal business framework, which means you can have better exchanges. Interesting. We're not most people think security is about technology. We're not focused just on technology. It's a technology, people, process, management, governance. So that's bring the consulting aspect of our yes.